everyone, welcome to another What I Eat in a Day video. In today's video, I'm going to show you everything that I eat in a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, whatever I get up to. I know there's going to be tacos at some point, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. But in this video, I'm really going to focus on ingredients and sharing why I add certain ingredients, whether it's just because I love the way they taste or because they add a certain texture or flavor to a dish, or because they have certain nutrients that I'm strategically adding to my plate. And I hope that it gives you some good ideas because I really do feel so good eating a plant-based vegan diet, but I do think that in the beginning it involved a little bit of trial and error and kind of strategy to figure out how to build well-rounded meals in a way that was easy and practical for real life. And now it really is just kind of second nature. I don't really think about it, but I really am going to make an effort in this video to explain what I've learned and why I do certain things the way that I do so that my meals are well-rounded and satisfying and I don't feel hungry, 30 minutes after I eat. So I really hope that you enjoy this video, and let's get started with my delicious 3-minute breakfast that I already had. That was so good. 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds. This is good for protein, but it also has magnesium, iron, fiber, healthy fats, and it makes the smoothie really nice and creamy. Then 2 big handfuls of spinach. Spinach is a really good source of iron, magnesium, B vitamins, vitamin E, vitamin K, vitamin C, calcium. Frozen banana. Did you know that 1 medium banana has 17% of your daily vitamin C? Next, I'm going to add some cherries. This is also a great source of vitamin C as well as B vitamins, some magnesium, and actually 1 cup has 2 grams of protein. So all of that protein really does add up and you end up getting quite a bit in this smoothie. Side note, if you ever are craving ice cream but you want something a little bit more refreshing, frozen cherries is such a good snack. Then I'm going to add some soy milk. This is going to add about 7 grams of protein as well as some vitamin D, calcium, vitamin B12, magnesium, phosphorus, and a lot of other stuff. So I really like to use a fortified soy milk for my smoothies. I also like to add the liquid before I add cinnamon or any kind of powder because that way it won't stick to the blender. Some almond butter for creaminess, and because almonds and cherries is such a good combination. This is optional, but I really love adding just a couple of drops of almond extract. It's pretty strong, so you don't need as much as you would with vanilla extract, but this really amplifies the flavor and makes this smoothie taste so delicious. 2 dashes of cinnamon. 1, 2. And I think today I'm gonna do some turmeric too, because why not? There were definitely times where I thought I should have a smoothie because smoothies are healthier than some other breakfast options, but what I've learned through studying plant-based nutrition is that really all plant foods are healthy, and that what's important is that you're getting a good balance and variety because, for example, peanut butter is a healthy food, but if you only ate peanut butter, you probably wouldn't feel great because there's a lot of different stuff that you need in a day to feel your best. And so the same thing is true with smoothies. Like, yeah, there can be some really healthy ingredients there, but you shouldn't force yourself to eat that just because you think that's a healthy food and like peanut butter toast is a less healthy food. It's all beneficial, it's all good for your body, and I do think it's really important as well to focus on foods that you really enjoy and that you like. So if you hate smoothies, don't drink smoothies, have something else. But I do think that if you hate smoothies, these recipes, both my blueberry milkshake smoothie and my cherry almond milkshake smoothie, are smoothies that you should try because I've gotten such good feedback from those of you who have made the blueberry milkshake smoothie recipe because it seriously tastes like a milkshake. It's so smooth, so creamy, and if you hate smoothies, I think you will like it. But again, eat what you love. I hope that that is something that you see a lot of in my videos. I genuinely love the foods that I eat, and that makes it so much easier for me to want to eat a healthy, whole food, plant-based diet because I enjoy it and I don't force myself to eat foods that I don't enjoy just because they're healthy, because I know better now. So anyway, that was my breakfast. I have some work to do on the computer. I've got a meeting later, and I will see you probably when I go on a walk because I'm gonna need to get some air at some point. That's like my biggest work from home tip is go outside and get some air. So I'll see you then. Function of Beauty Beauty for teaming up with me on this video. If you watched my long hair care routine video, you'll know that I've been using Function of Beauty for a while, and I love that they're not only vegan and cruelty-free, but they're also customized to my specific hair profile and my hair goals, which is basically just what I want my shampoo and conditioner to do. So I went online, I took a quiz, I figured out what my hair profile is and what my hair goals are, and I made a shampoo and conditioner that is specific for my hair type and my hair goals. My hair type, by the way, is straight, medium, and normal, which means it is super straight. There's no natural wave or texture. Any wave that you see in my videos is because I sleep with braids a lot of the time, or sometimes I will use a curling iron, but a lot of times I just wear it straight because that's how it air dries. And my hair goals, because I want my hair to continue growing really long and healthy, is deep condition, hydrate, nourish roots, replenish hair, and strengthen. But they have so many different options that you can choose from, and you can even choose the scent, which I think is really cool, and you can choose how much scent you want, which level. So I always go for light so that it's not too strong, and I still find that it is the perfect amount of fragrance. My hair still smells really good, and I feel like overall my hair is just a lot easier to detangle, because any of you who have long hair know that it can be really tricky to brush through your hair as it gets longer, and I use their leave-in conditioner as well, and a lot of times that helps me to detangle without ripping through my hair, which I also think has really helped to make sure that it grows healthy and that I don't have breakage. But if you've been wanting to try Function of Beauty, they now have a starter kit, so you can click the link in the description box below to get your own custom shampoo and conditioner. You can try it out, and then once you try it out, you can say, yep, this is my formula, I love it, or no, this isn't quite exactly what I need, I want to tweak it a little bit, and you can tweak it as you need. And then once you finally find your perfect formula for your hair, you can have it auto shipped to you every 1 or 3 months, depending on what you set up, and that way you never run out of shampoo and conditioner. You don't have to remember to pick it up at the store. It's super convenient, and like I said, it is vegan and cruelty-free as well, which I think is great. So if you want to design your own starter kit, click the link in the description box below and let me know which fragrance you end up getting. Having a handful of walnuts and raisins at my desk. I have a meeting in a second, so I just wanted a little energy boost, and this will keep me going until lunchtime, which will be after my meeting, but I love this combination. Sometimes I'll do raisins, sometimes I'll do dates, sometimes I'll do apricots, kind of just depends. Pecans is really good too, or almonds, but yeah, love this combo. For lunch today, I'm gonna make some vegan chicken tacos, and I know it sounds like a lot of work, but honestly, it's so quick and easy. I'm just gonna warm up the vegan chicken with the veggies, put all of that in a tortilla, and call it a day. So they're not gonna be super traditional, but they are gonna be delicious, and I'm gonna be trying a new vegan chicken that I've never tried before. This is Abbott's Butcher, which I have never had before, but my boyfriend recently sent me a picture of a breakfast plate that he did with their chorizo, and it looked really good. So I thought I would give the vegan chicken a try, and it's made from pea protein. It has onion, garlic, sage, and white pepper. So all you have to do is warm this up. So I think I'll do this in a pan with some zucchini. I'll probably sprinkle in some taco seasoning and a little extra garlic, and just put all of that into a tortilla. I know I have some lettuce in the fridge that's already chopped up in a container, so I'll just throw a handful of that there, as well as some avocado, which will kind of help to add some healthy fats, which will work with the protein in the chicken and the fiber in the veggies to kind of make sure that I have a good balance of protein, fiber, and healthy fats, which is like a combination that always makes me feel really good and satisfied and keeps me feeling full. For the sauce, I'm just gonna do some salsa, and then instead of sour cream, I'm gonna do a little bit of vegan yogurt. This is an unsweetened almond milk yogurt, and I really love this combination on tacos, nachos, burrito bowls, just with tortillas. It's really good. All right, I'm done with work for the day. I went on a little walk after I finished everything. I actually still have a little bit of editing and stuff I have to do later, but now I'm done with all of the major work stuff. And I went on a walk, talked on the phone for a while, and I forgot that I wanted to show you this outfit that I've had on all day. It is a two-piece set. Is this Is this how people show outfits, like fashion bloggers? Is this not how they do it? Anyway, as you can see, it's a 2-piece set and it's really comfortable. It's really stretchy and lightweight. And I love that it matches because it just makes me feel put together, even though I'm really just wearing stretchy clothes that are super comfortable. It looks like I put a little effort into what I'm wearing. And so I've had this on all day, but now I actually am going to do a little bit of a workout, and I'll link the one that I do down below. I also wanted to point out that there are definitely times when I just don't feel like doing a workout at the end of the day and I just feel tired, and I think it's really important to listen to your body. If your body is telling you that you are tired and you need to rest, I think that's a good thing. So maybe just chilling that day, maybe just doing some stretches or going on a walk, like that might feel good, but I don't really believe in pushing your body if you are tired and your body is like, oh my gosh, please, not another thing. But there are other times when I've just been, sedentary all day working at the desk and I feel kind of foggy and tired just because I haven't moved very much. And in those times, it actually feels really good to exercise and move around. I might not want to, but I actually know that I have it in me and that I'll feel better once I do. And I think knowing whether or not you should rest and let yourself have an off day or if you should push yourself can be a little bit tricky. And for me, the best thing that I have learned to do is to ask myself what my motivation is and what my intention is. If my motivation is to work out because I feel guilty about something that I ate, or I feel like I should work out because that's the healthy thing to do, I don't think that's a very good intention because it's very like guilt and shame driven, versus like right now, I don't have a ton of motivation to work out, but I'm gonna do it because I know that I will feel good. I know that I will sleep better. I know that I have energy to burn and that it feels really good to move my body and to get the oxygen, kind of pumping through my body. So I know that my intentions are in the right place and that I have a healthy mindset around it. And so if you ever kind of struggle with, should I work out? Should I not work out? Ask yourself what is actually healthy for you. And if it's a rest day, then honor that. And if it is to move around and get some exercise, then get some exercise. It is so good for your mental health. It is so much more than just, your physical appearance or shape or whatever. Like that is second, mental health first. And a lot of times my mental health is so much better when I am moving regularly and also sleeping enough. So that's my little tip, is ask yourself why. Sammy Clark workout, and I was expecting it to be a YouTube link when I clicked on it, but it was actually a Instagram link. So I watched it. It's free on Instagram. I did a arms and abs workout and it was about 30 minutes. And what I really liked about it was the music, especially if you like the song and you're kind of singing along and dancing like I was. It just makes the whole experience much more pleasurable, makes it move a lot faster, and a lot of the songs were remixes of songs that I've loved since I was in high school. So that was fun and kind of unexpected. So I am gonna go shower now though, because I am so sweaty and I cannot wait to wash my makeup off, and then I am gonna make some dinner, so I will see you then. The dinner I made on this night would be perfect for any meat and potatoes lover. So I started with some sweet potato, but you could definitely do this with any kind of potato you like. I just cut it into French fry shapes, like kind of thick cut steak fries, and I put it onto a baking sheet. I added a drizzle of olive oil and then 2 different seasoning blends that I love separately but also together, especially on potatoes or sweet potatoes. The first is this steak seasoning from Primal Palette, and the second one is a herb blend. It's a salt-free blend of Greek seasoning, and the combination of these two together is so good, and I'm pretty generous with both. When I'm putting together dinner, I try to make sure that I have a complex carbohydrate like sweet potatoes. Sometimes I'll do whole grains or legumes or a combination of the three, but having a nice, hearty, complex carbohydrate as the base of my meal ensures that I feel really nice and full and satisfied. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the oven just until they're about fork tender. They need about 20 to 30 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm gonna make a wedge salad. When was the last time you had a wedge salad? For me, it's been a really long time, but this just sounded so good. And I know that iceberg lettuce is one of those lettuces that kind of gets a bad rap because there's really not a lot to it. It's very low in calories, very low in nutrients, but you know what it's not low in? Deliciousness. It is cold and crunchy and like slightly sweet and so refreshing, and I love it. It's not an unhealthy food, it's just maybe not as nutrient dense as kale. For the meat portion, if you will, of my dinner, I had some leftover black bean burgers from recipe testing, and these are really nutrient dense. The base is black beans, mushrooms, and pecans, so lots of good plant protein and fiber there and healthy fats. And they also have lots of veggies like bell peppers, corn, cilantro, red onion. What else? There's so many good things in there. Jalapeno peppers. It's delicious. So once that was warm and the sweet potato fries were ready and smelling amazing, if I can say so myself, then I went ahead and I dressed my wedge salad, and I did kind of a Mediterranean spin on it, which was delicious. This is the vegan tzatziki sauce that I got from Target recently, and it was so great because it's like nice and creamy and cooling, but it has garlic and it's herby. And then I did some vegan feta on top of that, and then some red onion for some nice bright contrast, and then parsley and black pepper for a little kick. And oh my gosh, this combo was so good. I did the same sauce combo on the burger, and that was great because the burger was really hearty and packed with plant-based protein. It was really savory, and then the sweet potato fries were kind of sweet and savory. They were crispy on the outside, creamy on the inside, and just really well seasoned because I was pretty generous with the seasoning. And then all of that richness was kind of countered with a refreshing wedge salad that was herby and garlicky and creamy, a little bit tangy from the feta and kind of sharp from that little bite of the red onion. So this was an absolutely delicious way to enjoy eating my veggies, but in a way that kind of felt like I was having meat and potatoes. And I 10 out of 10 recommend recreating this meal at home because it was delicious. And that is everything that I ate today. I hope that this video gave you some good ideas for building well-rounded, balanced, healthy, plant-based meals at home that are also delicious and really enjoyable to eat. I loved every single thing that I ate on this day, and it was also really, really nourishing too. So let me know if you enjoyed this video by giving it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already subscribed, and if you want to try Function of Beauty, make sure you click the link in the description box below. Have an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye, everyone.